Hey everybody, welcome to the Elseworlds Exchange. I am Sal.
And I'm Tiffany.
Today we're going to do something a little different than usual, given the fact that it is almost Turkey Day here in the United States. We are celebrating Thanksgiving. I understand that a lot of other places, Canada for example, already had their Thanksgiving, so now it's our turn. And as such, we're going to be just kind of doing something a little different. It's not going to be that heavy, it's not going to be that deep, it's not going to be that insightful. Today we're going to talk about... well, we're not going to talk about anything. We're going to create our own mega event. So, what does that mean? What does that entail? I had some ideas. I tossed out this this question to the population on Twitter. If you're not following us on Twitter, go to Sal Says What or The Real Zoobs to follow both of us. But I tossed this out on Twitter last night. I was like, what should we talk about in Elseworlds Exchange? I don't normally do this because we usually have a list of stuff we're going to talk about. But this time, I was like, what should we do? Because we got to kill some time. Joel is sick, and...
I wasn't honestly supposed to be here.
No, you were not.
I'm supposed to be making pie.
Yes, you're working on cooking things for the big event, but all my other occasional co-hosts are busy.
That's right.
Either they're in another time zone, well, they're all in other time zones.
Or they're making pie.
Or they're making pies. So, well, you're making pie anyway, but it's still happening.
I know.
So.
I was like, screw it, I'll just pop in, which is why I look like this.
Yeah.
Like,
so,
me.
that's
like,
fine.
This is me not
giving a crap.
pumpkin pie, for those who want to know.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm actually, the pie is not made, but the pumpkin is cooking.
Yes.
That's right. I don't make pumpkin pie from a can.
No, you do fresh pumpkin pie.
Fresh
and you
pumpkin
use
pie.
Honey as your...
That's right.
As your sugar.
Sweetener.
But so yeah, okay, we're gonna be creating an event together today, you guys, and
That's cool.
and then when at the end of the day, we're gonna see if we can make an event as good or on par with what the powers that be are able to do, just by using suggestions from the population. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toss out ideas. It's gonna be kind of like a choose your own adventure game,
Right.
and you guys are gonna like hit a number in the chat, and when I see one number kind of like over the other number, I'll what?
I'm just gonna grab my computer.
Okay, so
I keep track.
yeah, we'll do that, and I'll be able to like use information from the population to kind of like go from there. So for example, right now we're gonna pick what publisher is gonna be doing this event.
Okay, well before we start that, I just want to know just how many clones will there be?
There will be, well, that'll all depend on you guys actually. So hopefully 0. If you know what's good for you. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick the big two. I'm gonna skip Image and Valiant and Boom and all that other stuff, just because I don't want to deal with that.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, Image hasn't done an event in a long time.
No, well, they're still doing Image United. It's still, it's never gonna finish.
But you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, they're not... So.
But, yeah, so from there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, okay, for Marvel, pick 1. For DC, pick 2. We're going to be taking... This event takes place in the current Marvel/DC landscape. It'll either be in DC Rebirth or in the Marvel Now world. So let us know right now, using 1 or 2, where should we be? DC or Marvel? Where should this event take place? I've seen a lot of 2s. A lot of people want it to go into the DC Rebirth universe. We're going to find out. We're going to take a few seconds.
There's no way to tell.
There is almost no way to tell. That's interesting. No. You can see, like, more... Yeah, I'm seeing more 2s. Oh, whoa, there's a couple ones.
See, this is...
Is this not going to work? I don't know. It looks pretty good to me.
All right, I'm going to draw Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go ahead and draw Kermit the Frog. I feel like there are more 2s than 1. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like that to me. Sorry.
I like amalgam, like a crossover.
Okay. You know what? Because I'm seeing a lot of 2s and 1s, should it be a DC Marvel crossover?
That's going to make your selection a lot harder.
Yes.
Later on.
That's true. You know what? Screw it. We're going to do it. We're going to do the DC Marvel crossover that everybody's been waiting for. It'll be the Marvel Now Marvel Universe and the DC Rebirth DC Universe. So, okay, that's the crossover. The big summer blockbuster event that's happening in the... that will be copyright ComicPOP and will be, of course, used and pitched to the publishers afterwards, is going to be the DC Marvel crossover. The question is, what are we going to call this event? Because... Obviously, whenever you're creating anything, the first thing you come up with is the name.
A Secret Crisis.
Secret Crisis is obviously the joke that I always make because it's...
Crisis Wars.
Crisis Wars?
A war on crisis.
I think we should go with just DC Marvel or Marvel DC.
Fine.
I do like a couple of these suggestions. Secret Crisis is the prevalent one. Rebirth Now is a good one. Crossover Crisis. That's actually what they call the collected volumes of the Marvel DC crossovers. Crossover Crisis. I kind of like that one. Crossover Crisis.
But that really just honors DC, really.
It really does, because it just honors their name. Yeah, that's true. Infinite Crisis or Infinite Rebirth. That's a good one. That's more DC. Crisis in the Future. Death Wars. Crisis of the Omniverse.
Well, what are some Marvel events?
Secret Invasion.
Civil War.
Secret Wars. It's usually
really
secret
like
or
war.
civil. It's usually war. We could call it Crisis Wars.
Yeah.
Or War of Crises. No. I think I like Infinite Wars. Infinite Wars is a good one.
Secret War on Infinite Crises.
These are all great suggestions.
That was cool.
Civil Crisis.
Let's call it Pie.
Contest of Crises.
Who wants
Infinite
pie?
Wars. I do like Infinite Wars. Let's call it Infinite Wars, since it's going to be both universes.
We'll put shh in front of it.
Yes.
You still want everybody
That way
talking
it's a
about
secret. Okay, Infinite Wars. This is going to be... no, that's too big. All right, you know what? It is too big. We're going to have to go with it anyway. That's it. That's
Infinite Wars?
Infinite
or
Wars.
Infinity Wars?
That's already a thing.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Infinity, yeah. Marvel Rebirth is a good one. Crisis Wars, yeah. See?
We're just
spitballing. This is what this is what it's all
riffing.
about. You know what? Actually, let's hold off on the name.
How about House of Crisis?
House of Crisis. Ooh. House of C. House of DC. DC House. So anyway, one of the things that I noticed when I was looking up some TV tropes about crossovers.
And I was also gonna say, like, the name, shouldn't that come at the end?
Oh yeah, no, I was making a joke. It's actually a Dilbert joke where it's like, the name is the last thing you come up with.
Right.
But I liked the idea of like, no, you pigeonhole yourself immediately.
No, that's a terrible idea.
The joke from the Dilbert cartoon show was like, do you think the guy who invented the mouse pad started with a name? What's a mouse pad?
Gotcha.
And then Wally said feminine protection from mice, and then he got hit in the face. But that's an old Dilbert joke for you guys who are big fans of the UPN.
Sure.
But anyway, okay, so when I was looking at the TV tropes for comic book events, there's a couple of different versions of crossovers. So while we do know that it's going to take place in both the Marvel and DC universe, the question is whether it's going to be a classic single mini or maxi series where it's going to be like the whole crossover will be relegated to one book and that's it.
Okay.
Whether it will be an all annuals crossover, which is really not done anymore. That's where it's like at the end of the year, everybody's book has an annual, and the crossover will only take place in that annual.
Oh.
So like all the books will resume as normal, but just the annual has all those stories. That was awful. That was where Atlantis Attacks came from.
Gotcha.
The 5th week events, most comics come out monthly, and so as this one, 4 times a year, there'll be a month with a 5th Wednesday. That's like where nothing comes out, and it's really bad. The publisher that just reschedules an event for that week, so they're like, hey, instead of putting out regular books, we'll put out this event. Mm-hmm. That is a moment that kind of affects everybody. So I could consider that, but I think what we're going to do is we're just going to make it a mini event. We're just going to have a mini series.
Okay.
The question is whether it should have tie-ins. Now, I hate tie-ins. I think they're frustrating.
Why?
Because for me, a story, I should not have to go looking for key elements for a story if I'm buying the main book.
If you're going to do a crossover, I feel like you have to have time.
I mean, obviously,
you have to explore what these characters were doing.
If it's 2 universes, you can't do anything but have tie-ins.
What if you had one-shot tie-ins? Where, like, essentially what you would do is you would give the main story that's going on in whatever book a break for 1 month. Essentially, give the artist and writers a chance to catch up if need be. So
instead of it being that like all the books that are normally coming out would be interrupted,
they would just be put on pause.
They would be and instead of that book coming out a different book would come out,
Yeah.
maybe by a different creative team.
Right.
Kind of like Convergence. When Convergence was coming out, everybody had like their Convergence.
That's
title.
not a good idea then.
No. I kind of dig that idea where it's like, if you want to do, because they've done that before, and Marvel did it too, where it was, I remember Age of Ultron had like Age of Ultron, Spider-Man, Age of Ultron, the Avengers, like there were a bunch of those. So this DC Marvel crossover can have, the tie-ins will be relegated to solo books, maybe one-shots.
Right.
That supplement the main story, that highlight the characters. The question is, do they all do that?
No.
Do DC and Marvel both make one-shots for all of their characters?
In my opinion, in that sense, it would be DC and Marvel each take a book and they basically make a crossover, a mini, like a little mini crossover.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, let's say during this event, like some characters are spread out places, right? So like Spider-Man has a Spider-Man book and it's Spider-Man and a lesser DC character.
Right. Spider-Man Blue Beetle, for example.
Fine, there you go. Mm-hmm. You pair up this,
So the book would be called, like, whatever we're calling the event,
yeah. Spider-Man
Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
And it'd be published by either DC or Marvel, depending on whose universe they were in.
Right. So each of them would probably, like, let's say, I'm just gonna throw a number out there.
Okay.
Let's say each of the big two is in charge of getting out 6 tie-ins.
Okay.
So that's 12 tie-ins total.
That's fair, yeah.
Right. But like, so 6 on one side, 6 on the other. Right.
Yeah.
So they come to the table and, like, let's say DC's like, we're going to put out a Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman...
Justice League book.
Justice League and...
Green Lantern.
There you go. Or Flash, whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
Probably Flash and then Green Lantern, and let's leave Justice League out of this.
Yes.
Since they'd be kind of going on anyway.
That's true.
And then they're like, so we'd like to pair them up with a Marvel character.
Yes.
That you're not putting a book out for, essentially.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about that.
Right.
So then Marvel comes to the table. They're like, we're going to put out Captain America, Spider-Man,
Wolverine. Top Marvel books. I mean, like, most of them are teams. Doctor Strange.
No, it wouldn't be Doctor Strange.
No. You're part of the you're in the meeting. You're in the creative team meeting. That's Doctor Strange gets a book.
Okay. Yes.
So that's what? There's 3 more to go, or 2 more to go.
Captain America.
Wolverine, Spider-Man.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
One more.
Oh man, it has to be like Thor.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I guess. If it's girl Thor.
Yeah, of course. It's there right now. It's in Marvel now and DC.
I was going to say Ms. Marvel.
Ms. Marvel would maybe, yeah, she could be cool.
Well, because I was going to say Ms. Marvel, and then DC could come to the table with Batgirl.
Yeah.
And be like, team those two up.
Yeah, I like that.
Let Ms. Marvel and Batgirl go on an adventure together.
Totally.
I'm like, that's fun.
That's if they're not playing major roles in the event.
Well, even if they are, it doesn't matter. Like, their major roles could be still happening in the event. It's just that these are the books. Like, that's how they're going to get away with doing, these little, like, tie-ins, instead of, like, disrupting the story. It's essentially, like, you get, like, a one-shot or, like, maybe even, like,
it doesn't really disrupt the story. It's just more.
Yeah.
Which is what a tie-in is. It's just, like, a little more, a little deeper.
And literally, the type of event that right now we're crafting is seemingly one that is outside of whatever continuity is going on.
Right.
So,
although it is in continuity, because it's a Marvel event, too, which means it has to take place in continuity.
All right.
I mean, are you saying that it's going to take place outside continuity?
Yeah.
Because I'm
putting that out there.
DC Marvel did a story in which it was called All Access. It was the second Access book where it was this idiot, stupid character that Marvel and DC worked together to create.
But I said 6 originally. We still have 2 more or 1 more for
each
side. Yeah, I said 6.
Thor and Cyborg. No, does Cyborg still have a book? I don't think Cyborg still has a book. Somebody from DC who has a book that comes out regularly. It has to. We have Green Lantern. We have Flash. Wonder Woman. Did we do her already?
Yeah, I said Batman, Superman.
Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, and an extra one. All right, guys. What other DC Rebirth books should we use?
That's it. Now we got them.
Oh, we got them all?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Green Lantern, Flash.
Covered. All right.
Oh, I have Flash twice.
Oh,
sorry, I lied.
No bats. Hellblazer?
Well, I was going to put him in my Doctor Strange book.
I think he's going to be,
That was my Doctor Strange pitch.
That's, Alfred and Jarvis. Nightwing. All right, Nightwing gets... Oh, no, Aquaman. Thank you. Good call.
Do we do Iron Man?
Yeah. Who is right now Riri Williams with Ironheart. So Iron Man is a artificial intelligent Jarvis-esque hologram character.
Ironheart, you mean?
Ironheart. It's just called it's just right now called Invincible Iron Man.
Right, Iron Man.
Yeah, Harley Quinn is technically the fourth pillar of DC. They wouldn't be able to avoid doing a Harley Quinn book.
All right, well, who you want to take out? Green Lantern, Flash, or Aquaman?
Aquaman.
Well.
Yeah, and Harley Quinn. Even though if I were in charge, Harley Quinn would not be the fourth pillar of DC. She would just be used a lot. Like, whatever, it doesn't matter. But
oh
anyway.
My God! Can we? Tell me, this is a nightmare book, or it could be really funny. Pairing Harley Quinn up with either the unbeatable Squirrel Girl, or Spider-Gwen.
Oh my God! I was going to think Gwenpool.
Or Gwenpool. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I said the wrong thing.
All right, Harley Quinn and Gwenpool get their own book. Now, it's funny, actually, somebody in the chat just referenced, when Joel and I were talking, when we were doing verses, we put Aquaman versus Namor. I think Namor and Aquaman have to be in a book together.
Well, who we're getting rid of then?
Nah, we're not going to. It would be cool. It'll take place in the event itself, which means we have to somehow involve the oceans into our event. But, of course, with the universes being under threat or something happening. So, okay. We've got the core tie-in books. Now, these are all going to be called the name of the event, and then these pairings, these character pairings.
We haven't paired them, but...
Right. Well, we've just listed all the characters, right? Shouldn't we just cross them all over?
But no. My pitch is that each of them does a book with one of their...
With another character. Right. And a less prominent character.
Right. It's one of their heavy hitters
right.
another character that they don't intend on using in one of their crossovers. So...
All right, and let's cross over those guys then.
I was going to offer Wonder Woman and Jane Foster Thor.
I love that idea.
I think that's cool.
I think that's a book that everybody wants to see. I think that's something that we've...
Two mythologically based characters who are warriors.
Absolutely. Now, that said, I would like to try to avoid doing girl every time, but that's something we can't avoid doing.
I just want to see, like, a Thor...
Yeah. And
Wonder Woman. I want to see those together.
Yeah.
Just happens to be that...
Now, that said, DC versus Marvel, Wonder Woman did wield Mjolnir once.
That's awesome!
And she got a really crappy version of the Wonder Woman costume.
Awesome.
It was cool for a moment, and then she fought Storm, and then relinquished her Thor powers to fight Storm. And then Storm zapped her with lightning, and that was the end of it. And you're like, what?
That's cool. How about Green Lantern and Captain Marvel?
Oh, yeah. Okay, two space cops?
Yeah.
More or less? Yeah, I like that. I would have, because we're trying to do female-male, that would work, because otherwise I would have done Nova.
Okay, because I was going to say, or I do Green Lantern and Abigail Brand.
Because they're both green! That's literally what Marvel and DC have thought to do before. It's why Hulk fought Batman, because they're both named Bruce, you see. Like... No.
All right. How about we put this one? Because you and I have been deciding a lot of things.
Yes, we should throw out another idea to the chat.
Well, yes. Sal agrees. Green Lantern Nova would be really fun. It would be cool to not do the male thing.
Yes, right? Exactly. And no, I like the idea of.
Who would you guys pair with the Flash?
Yes. What Marvel character should team up with the Flash? That's not a major player.
Yeah.
Not a heavy hitter?
None of the ones that we wanted to do for the Marvel side, essentially. Everyone else is fair game, in my opinion. So we had Cap, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, because I'm on the team.
That's right, because you're pushing this.
Because I'm like, guys, Doctor Strange is selling books!
Yeah.
And they're like, fine.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of Quicksilvers. Nightcrawler was an interesting choice. Speed.
I see Kitty Pryde who came up. That's kind of funny.
Miles Morales, I like.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. Whoa, I can't even keep up with this!
Black Panther, Scarlet Witch, Iron Fist, Moon Knight. You're just saying characters now. Ghost Rider.
And Flash?
Yeah. Yeah, because they're both fast. You know, actually...
Blob?
You know what's funny? In DC versus Marvel, they amalgamated them, Flash and Ghost Rider, and made Speed Demon.
That's a thing.
But I like the idea of Ghost Rider and Flash. Make it Robbie Ray as Ghost Rider, or whatever.
All right, I'm putting Ghost Rider down, everybody.
I really like that one.
Okay, that leaves us with the two big heavy hitters.
Right.
On DC.
Mm-hmm.
It comes down to Superman and Batman.
All right.
Who do you pair those two
with? Who do we pair them with that isn't, like, already on the other side's list?
Yeah.
So who's going with Superman and who's going with Batman?
That's a great question.
I like that.
Doom with Batman.
Doom?
Yeah, he's a good guy now.
Oh, yeah. What is it? What is he? The
Infamous?
The infamous Iron Man? Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yay or nay?
What do you think? Doom and Batman. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know.
It's looking pretty good. All right, yeah. Doom and Batman it is. Infamous Iron Man and Batman. Who's going with Superman now, guys? Sentry's dead. You can't choose Sentry.
I just really want to see
Batman deal with Doom.
Yeah.
And Doom being like, oh my god. You think I'm arrogant.
Stop saying Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde! I mean, she's cool.
She
Rogue. That would be cool if this was 20 years ago. Squirrel Girl. God damn it, everybody. Deadpool. We have Captain Marvel teaming up with Green Lantern.
Even though she was a good fit for the Superman one as well.
Mm-hmm. Silver Surfer, Wolverine.
Technically, Squirrel Girl does work. She is unbeatable.
I do like the Luke Cage suggestion. Miles Morales would be fun.
I saw Vision.
Oh, Vision. Yeah. Yeah, I like Vision. Make it Tom King's Vision.
I know you like Vision.
Magneto! That's kind of cool. I know Hyperion. I feel like that's too close. I mean, obviously, Hyperion is just a Superman riff. Magneto would be kind of cool. But he's a villain.
All right, guys.
You know what? He's a hero actually now, right?
How about this? Let's bring it down. We have three options here. Let's look at Magneto. Mm-hmm. Let's look at Vision. Mm-hmm. And let's look at Hyperion.
Okay.
I think that's it. Let's knock those down to there.
Yeah.
By the way, what was her other Marvel ones?
Spider-Man.
4 of them.
And okay. Wolverine, I think.
Wolverine. Thank you.
Vision, Magneto, Vision. Most of them want Vision or Magneto. I'm seeing a lot more Magnetos.
I'm seeing a lot more Magnetos.
All right.
That's a really cool pairing.
I do see a lot of Visions
It's
now.
Magneto's arrogance.
Versus Superman's, like, humility.
Yes. And, like,
his selflessness.
There's nothing about him that's metal.
No, that's true. He's like, nah, I can't do anything with you. Man of Steel, I can't do anything with you. Man of Steel and Magneto, that's done. Magneto. That's too good. Although Vision is sweet for, like, the Men of Steel.
Yeah.
Although he's technically a synthezoid. But, you know, whatever.
Also because Superman hasn't had the best experiences with...
robots?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. I love the Vision idea. I think we're going to go with Magneto, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Superman, Magneto. Done.
Which is cool because it helps to pull in an X-Men representative at the very least.
That's true. That's true.
All right, so for our DC written paired books, we're doing Batman with the infamous Iron Man. Mm-hmm. We've got Superman with Magneto. Mm-hmm. We've got the Flash with the Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes. We have Wonder Woman with Jane Foster Thor. We have Green Lantern with Captain Marvel, and we have Harley Quinn pairing up with Gwenpool.
Awesome. Alternatively, I would say Deadpool, just to because Gwenpool probably is not as profitable as Deadpool.
Okay, I'd be okay with that.
I mean, I love the idea, but it also does play with the whole like female male thing.
Yeah.
And plus, like a Harley Quinn Deadpool book would break the internet.
Yeah.
/ crush sales.
Yeah.
So, I think we're gonna flip it. Sorry.
All right, this
is how pitches go, man.
Yeah,
sometimes you take an idea and then you flip it around.
Deadpool, absolutely.
Firestorm.
Absolutely. All right, so then for our Marvel ones, I have 5 of them. I don't know where the 6th went. Captain America, Spider-Man, Iron Man, the current Iron Man.
Yes.
Doctor Strange, and Wolverine.
Yes.
Who is the other one?
Oh, yeah. Who are we missing?
Who is our other Marvel book that we want to put out there?
Yeah.
Something big.
Top Marvel books are featuring a solo character.
Is Wolverine Old Man Logan?
I think it'd have to be.
Or is it X-23?
Or it's X-23. Let us know, guys. Actually, pick it. Is it Old Man Logan or is it X-23? The last one should be a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe Ms. Marvel.
That's what I said earlier, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Pair
right.
up with... Okay.
Seeing a lot of X-23s.
Well, if we do that, then it could be anybody.
A couple of... More than a few boths. Yeah, I think X-23 wins this one. Alright, we'll go with Laura.
Alright. That means that the last character can be male or female, since...
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So, we could do Ms. Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
We could do, Luke Cage. We could do Black Widow. We could do... I
think we should just stick with Ms. Marvel.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think she's big enough. I think that'd be kind of fun because she'd be like, She'd be like, me?
I get a book?
Yeah.
I get a book?
Yeah.
Alright.
It'd be like that moment at the end of Mallrats when it says like Willem eventually saw the sailboat and he's like, yeah?
I am seeing a lot of Black Panthers too.
Yeah. Oh, Black Panther. Black Panther or Ms. Marvel, everybody. Let us know.
Which one? Which one's it gonna be?
We're deciding who's our 6th Marvel book in which they cross over. What?
Venom.
Venom. X-23.
Yeah, we got extension. Thank you so much. This one's hard to call.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm seeing more T'Challa and Black Panther.
Yeah. That's a lot of Ms. Marvels. No, it's Black Panther. T'Challa wins.
Okay, so...
Thanks, everybody.
Guys, this is who we have to pair up now. We're going to be pairing up Captain America, Spider-Man, Riri Williams, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, X-23, and Black Panther. Doctor Strange, the obvious thing is usually Dr. Fate.
Yes.
Constantine.
No, it's Constantine.
It's Constantine and Swamp Thing. Well, because they're kind of hanging out.
Fine. Does Doctor Strange have a familiar friend right now that he can use?
No, but he has Wong.
Oh, yeah, and Wong and oh, yeah. Okay. Fine.
He's a little team, because Strange has Zelma Stanton and Wong.
All right.
So Constantine could
bring Swamp Thing.
Could bring him.
And, like, Etrigan. I like the Man-Thing reference, though. Man-Thing should show up. That said, okay.
There's this whole other thing happening where they're like, I don't know what these chuckleheads are doing over here.
But we gotta get to work.
There's a way bigger magical-based issue happening here.
Doctor Strange versus Hugo Strange. We have the same name.
By the way, I would also love to see Doctor Strange and Etrigan.
I think that Etrigan will have to appear.
Because this Doctor Strange would be like...
Whoa.
Be like, why are you talking like that?
Yeah. The thing is, he could just appear in that book.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, so it's Doctor Strange Hellblazer.
Yeah.
And if you say Hellblazer, since that's not his name, it could imply... And all that implies.
Exactly. All right, so... Captain America.
Mm-hmm,
I guess we should wait on him.
Yeah. No. Let's we could do Cap. Who are we gonna team up with Captain America? We already got Batman. Batman's meeting up with the infamous Iron Man, which is really exciting. But we need a not top tier, but still pretty cool.
Right, and it could
DC
you know
character.
what though? It could be top tier.
Oh, Green Arrow. A couple people said Green Arrow. I'm seeing a lot of Jason Todd, Red Hoods. Guardian, he makes sense. Deathstroke would be interesting. More Green Arrows. I like the idea of Green Arrow, where he's like, "Look at you star-spangled son of a bitch." Boy, you really are impressed with yourself, aren't you? I think Ollie would give him a real stress test.
Right? Give him a really
Steve
hard
would be like,
time.
Either one of them, actually. Oh, it would be great if it was Sam Wilson, too. He'd be like,
oh my god,
get over yourself. Yeah. Okay, Sam Wilson Cap and Ollie Green Arrow.
All right,
boom.
I'm gonna write that down. Okay, Green.
Especially since Hydra Cap right now, I know. Although either one would be interesting if it was Hydra Cap and Green Arrow, or if it was Sam Wilson. I think Sam Wilson, you get more of an honest and like kind of pure book.
Yeah.
Because like not just like because Cap is evil, but because it's temporary.
Right.
When it goes away, you're going to be reading it going like, what the hell? It'd be like reading DC versus Marvel where you're like, why is Thor dressed like he just visited like a weird leather key party?
Okay.
So who are we teaming with Spider-Man?
That is a fantastic
The other question is, which Spider-Man?
Ooh. Oh.
So is it Parker or Morales? Which Spider-Man are we going to pick? So I'll throw that to the chat as well. Who should we see? I think everybody wants to see Spider-Man and Nightwing. I think that's like a no contest thing.
Okay.
Because Nightwing is so...
Which Spider-Man?
That's the question. So I'm asking everybody, Parker or Morales?
Whoa!
It's mostly Peter Parker. Ben Reilly, fights.
Because
I caught you.
Your suggestion is far superior, to what I had. Because I was gonna say, because I know we had slated this character for another book, but I was gonna say Miles Morales and Batgirl.
Yeah.
Because that's just cute.
That's just fun.
That's just an adorable book.
That'll be the Jubilee Robin moment in the book. You know, the two characters that make out during the entire event. Kane, get the hell out of here. By the way, if we did do a Kane, it would be Kane meets Red Hood. So there you have it. But yeah, I think it's going to be Parker. I think Parker wins.
Wow.
Surprisingly enough. Sorry, Miles.
All right.
I like the Wally-Miles crossover, too.
Spider-Man, Nightwing. Is that it?
That is it.
All right.
I assume that's it.
Parker. Okay. Spider-Man 2099 and Etrigan.
What the shock are you doing?
Okay, so... that leaves us with Black Panther and Iron Man.
Oh man.
And X-23.
Oh yeah. Who are you gonna?
So let's look at Iron Man.
Okay, this is Riri Williams Iron Man. Yep. Technically, it'll be Marvel now.
Right.
So it's happening like now.
Okay.
What
about Cyborg?
Who are we talking about? Riri Williams? That makes sense for Cyborg. Blue Beetle's another one because he's he's magic based now, but it'd be kind of neat.
Okay.
That'd be kind of cool actually to see the cross. But
Blue Beetle and Iron Man.
Blue Beetle and Iron Man.
All right, I like that.
Yeah. It also allows Jaime to do something. Batgirl, Booster Gold, Black Canary, Lex Luthor. Oh, Lex Luthor. Like who's right now Superman?
Oh. With Iron Man?
Yeah. Lex Luthor Superman? Yay or nay?
And Mera.
Who's cool.
Yes.
By the way, if I did like a Namor Aquaman crossover, it would be Mera versus Namor.
I don't want to change it because I love Captain America Green Arrow, but Captain America Lex Luthor Superman.
Yeah, that'd be awesome too.
Is pretty cool.
Most of them like the Lex Luthor, Riri Williams.
Is she in charge of the company or no?
No, she's just an Iron Man.
Okay.
Now, I don't know who's in charge of that freaking company now. Steel. Yeah, Lex Luthor and Infamous Iron Man would be kind of cool too, but
that's real. Yeah,
but it writes itself. It's too obvious. We gotta mix it up.
The Batman Infamous
Iron Man one is like,
me,
what are you doing?
That's just like
it's frustrating.
It's frustrating. Like
it's gonna be fun. It would be. It's conflict. That's the whole thing.
It's conflict. It's just two huge egos in two different ways clashing against each other.
Yeah.
You know, Batman has his Alfred. Doom has his Doombot.
Yeah. I don't know if those Doombots are even still on. I'm sure they're working. I didn't get a chance to finish part 2. Oh. But anyway, where are we now? X-23?
X-23.
Okay, so that's Wolverine. We're just going to call her Wolverine. So but Wolverine, who are we going to team Wolverine up with from the DC universe that's a little less prominent? Well, if they're thinking about it, I'm going to say that Black Panther and Deathstroke should team up.
Really?
Because they're both assassins. Well, no, because they're both like highly skilled badasses.
Well, then why don't you put
suits of
X-23 with Deathstroke?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Lobo. You know what? I do like that idea. I like the idea of X-23 and Deathstroke, or Wolverine and Deathstroke. They're both assassins.
Mm-hmm.
Red Hood. Oh yeah, Red Hood.
With
Wolverine.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass. All right, so it should. Who was that thinking? It was Red Hood or
Deathstroke.
Or Deathstroke. Okay, guys. Wolverine crossing over with either Deathstroke or Red Hood. Which one is it? RH or D?
But what about Deadman?
What about Deadman? I love Deadman. And by the way, like we did a back issues on a big event that just took place, and there's a amazing Deadman appearance in it, and I was like, way to represent Deadman. Man, it looks like an even split right now.
No Deadshot, huh?
Yeah, fuck Deadshot.
We should have paired up Captain America with Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Not really. Not really.
I'm seeing man, that's an even split. That's tough. I think because Deathstroke isn't technically a superhero, we might have to go with Red Hood. Just because Red Hood actually technically is a good guy.
Okay.
And Deathstroke is technically not.
All right, I'm writing down Red Hood.
Just as a tiebreaker, because I acknowledge that you guys pretty much almost got Deathstroke in there.
Yes.
But yeah.
Okay, Black Panther. I'm gonna throw out. I know you throw out Deathstroke for that. I'm gonna throw out Black Canary.
Yeah.
Because
She'd be cool.
I like the bird.
The bird cat crossover.
I like that dynamic.
Somebody said Aquaman. They're both in charge
of a play. Well, that's a good one.
Somebody said Martian Manhunter.
I saw Martian Manhunter.
I do like the Aquaman crossover.
That's pretty fun.
Make it Mera instead.
That's crazy.
Just go 'cause
she's pretty high and mighty.
Yeah. And she's got cool powers.
She does. Kind of.
Catwoman. Yeah.
We'll just pair up with Alan Scott.
Yeah. No, that means the show's over.
Oops.
All right, so these are, by the way, the tie-ins.
These are just the tie-ins.
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten to the main story.
No.
Or inevitably, all these people will have to come together at some point and do things.
Well, or not.
Yeah.
Or we never use any of those characters.
That's all the big ones.
I know. No, it has to be those characters.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you get something like Invasion, or you don't want that. Venom.
I see a lot of Vixen.
I do see a lot of Vixen. Yeah, it does make sense.
It does.
You know what? If it's gonna be truly democratic, we should go with what they're suggesting. So so I'm thinking either Mera or Vixen. Let us know, Mera or Vixen. Let's see what they say. But Judge Dredd. Vibranium absorbs sound, so Black Canary would be able to. Look how split this is.
Yeah, I'm seeing way more Mera than I was expecting.
I am too. I gotta say, represent Mera. Santa.
Perfect.
Only if it's our Santa.
We'll just, you know what? Forget all these suggestions. We'll just go with Big Barda.
Big Barda.
That does not work. This isn't working at all.
It's like, I would like to see that. Just because I'd like to see Big Barda do something cool.
She just boom tubes into Wakanda.
That'd be freaking cool.
And Black Panther's like, there's an awesome fight.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, everybody.
No, we're not. No.
Alan Moore. No. I think Vixen won.
I think Vixen won as well.
I'm sorry. All right, Vixen it is. That's fair. And good for Vixen. Give her some room to breathe. Brainiac?
I still like my boom tube.
Yeah.
Big Barda.
I love that Barda idea. Ugh.
She just shows up. It's all like, Wakanda, jungly, right? She just...
Yeah. It won't sell. Yeah, well, none of them's gonna sell because it's not real. New Gods vs. Inhumans is a good idea, too.
Yeah.
Rorschach.
Okay. So our Marvel written tie-ins.
Yes.
Would be Captain America, Sam Wilson with Green Arrow, Spider-Man, Peter Parker with Nightwing, Iron Man, Riri Williams with Lex Luthor, who's currently Superman, Doctor Strange with Hellblazer, X-23 Wolverine with Red Hood, and Black Panther with Vixen.
Okay.
All right.
Those are books. All right, so those are all the tie-ins.
Right.
Published by each other's people. That said, now we got the main event. That's the main thing. The question is, how many issues is it going to be?
The main event?
Yes. For my money, Civil War was 7 issues. House of M was like 8 or 9 issues. Secret Wars wound up being 12, I think. 12 is too many.
I feel like you need an uneven number.
Like 5.
Like 5 or 7. And the only reason I say that is because you have like the even amount to like keep them on like keel, you know what I mean, for the crossover, and then 1 to just kind of finish the story out.
No, you're right. I'm seeing a lot of 7s. No one's really pushing for the 5, so I think
7.
All right, we'll make it 6. We'll make it 7.
Okay, this is a
7-issue miniseries. Obviously, it's going to be monthly, so it's 7 months. That's the problem, though, is that it's 7 months.
Yep. But it's going to be 7 awesome months, guys. Plus
you'll
have your tie-ins.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so it's a 7-issue miniseries with 1,000 tie-ins. Each of them gets 1 issue or 2 issues? I don't remember.
Well, I think at this point we probably need 2 for each of them.
You think each of them needs 2 issues?
Yeah.
Should they be 1-shots or 2 issues? Because I'm thinking it could work as... I think Convergence was 2 issues, and that still worked. They still sold. So yeah, and then they could be bi-weekly, and you'd save some time. And actually, that'd be kind of cool. You could do 1 issue in the beginning of the event, and then 1 issue at the end of the event.
Oh,
it's kind of like a bookend. Like most people want to see 2 issues. Naturally, because you want to see 2.
Okay.
You want to see more. So, okay, each of the tie-ins gets 2 of issues. The miniseries gets 7 issues.
24, which actually works really well into that 7 months.
Holy crap. Yeah, it does. Yeah, and each of them can come out. Like, oh my god. Yeah, that's gold. We're making money here. Do we have a 0 issue? No, but we can get a gatefold holographic chrome cover.
Perfect.
Yeah, so, okay. It's a 7-issue miniseries. It's Marvel, DC crossing over. It's Marvel now, and it's DC Rebirth.
Okay.
So we're in where are we right now with DC Rebirth? We're coming into the Justice League versus Suicide Squad. Marvel's coming into the rebirth of the Ultimate Universe. A lot of things are happening right now. Spoilers, by the way. It looks like the Ultimate Universe is coming back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It'll obviously be delayed. The question is how many months it will be delayed by. I'm guessing 3. No, the question is, okay, I think we'll leave the story and the name for last, but we should work on the creative team. Who's doing it?
All right. Yeah, who's...
Yeah. I mean, to save on delays, you could have multiple creative teams. I hate that. I think it's horrible. I think that multiple creative teams ruin the flow. I think it disrupts the momentum of the book.
I'm going to suggest something.
Okay.
I'm going to suggest that...
Not Bendis.
I was going to say, I'm going to suggest that we pull a top-tier writer from Marvel and a top-tier writer from DC, and they have to collaborate.
They have to collaborate? Writers have to collaborate?
Yeah,
okay.
The writers have to collaborate on this.
All right, so
because that's where it's going to live or die. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, the panels can be put together in just so many ways, right?
Yeah.
But, like, the story is where they're going to be concerned about the representation.
Yes.
So you're going to want to see them come together and collaborate and work together.
Yeah. I think we all agree that Jeff Johns is going to be the DC guy.
Okay.
I think that I'm not upsetting anybody by saying it should be Jeff Johns. I would have I might have thought about getting Scott Snyder, but I think Jeff Johns is the guy who will get it done.
Okay.
You know, he'll be like, here's the story, boom, that's the pitch.
Okay.
Mark Waid is a suggestion from Marvel. I think he's one of the strongest Marvel writers. I think that people would lean towards getting Bendis. Hickman doesn't work for Marvel anymore, so that's the end of him. But I think that they would want to go with somebody like Bendis, but obviously because Bendis has proven that he can't do that anymore, people are really pushing for... Hickman doesn't work for Marvel anymore, you guys. A lot of people are pushing... I was thinking Mark Waid is a big suggestion. Somebody else suggested Jason Aaron.
He's great.
Except he also wrote... Did he write Axis?
Sixes?
I don't remember.
I'm going to throw out Jeff Lemire.
Jeff Lemire.
He hasn't done too much.
Jeff Lemire's awesome, and Jeff Lemire would give weight to Jeff Johns is awesome.
It's also 2 Jeffs.
Yeah, but 2 different spellings.
Jeff X.
Rick Remender was Axis. Thank you so much. I don't trust... That's right, he wrote Original Sin, Jason Aaron. Yeah, no. I'm going with Lemire.
Right, someone said Charles Soule.
Charles Soule would be cool. Cullen Bunn, I think, would be awesome.
Cullen Bunn's very good.
Oh, shit. Who's, no, he works for DC. I was going to say, the dude who wrote Birthright.
Oh, yeah, Joshua Williamson.
Yeah.
Knows how to write a sprawling epic.
Nick Spencer, he's pretty great. Matt Fraction is terrific as well.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen his name in a long time. Dan Slott may not have anything to do with this event. Until he earns his stripes.
We'll just get Chris Claremont.
Chris Claremont. Just bring him back. There is no way.
Pull him back in.
No, because we don't have 37 issues to make this happen. Charles Soule will be cool. I do love Cullen Bunn. Has Cullen Bunn actually been involved in an event? I don't know. I think he's only done side stuff. I do like Jeff Lemire. Jeff Lemire does Old Man Logan.
He does Old Man Logan. He does. I think he's doing Thanos.
Yeah, he is doing Thanos. Straczynski doesn't write for either of them anymore. Kevin Smith, lol. Yeah, it won't get done. It won't come out. Okay, so I think it should be. I like Jeff Lemire. I like Mark Waid. I feel like Mark Waid's kind of let me down lately, given his all different Avengers book. But the dude wrote Kingdom Come, one of the greatest events of all time.
Right, which means that he is familiar with the DC universe.
Oh, he loves DC.
Well, that's a concern.
But works in Marvel.
Yeah, but that is still a concern. Like, you need to try to keep it
separate. I mean, like they've all worked for each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, it would. I think that Mark Waid would violate a DC deal because, like, right now, Mark Waid isn't allowed anywhere near DC.
Right. Right.
But it'd be still fun to see.
So we're still right now. We definitely have Aaron, Lemire, and Bunn.
Yes. I've seen a couple of Waid is the big one, but
and Waid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it should be. I think it's a choice between Jeff Lemire and Mark Waid. Yeah. But okay, so let's let the chat decide.
Yeah, Lemire.
Is it Lemire or Waid who should team up with
Jeff
Johns to do this to co-write this mega event?
And I gotta tell you, if it ends up being Lemire Johns, I feel like it has to be somehow associated with the Cosmos because they've both written for space.
That's true. Yeah. Seeing a lot of Wades.
I feel like I'm seeing both.
Busiek's cool, man. He did JLA Avengers, and he knew what to do. But we're looking for more. We're looking for something a little different this time.
Yeah.
Landis. Oh,
that's really nice.
It would not work. Lodell, get out. But while we're collating data, I think that Jim Lee has to draw it. And that's just like, because Jim Lee.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna throw out Capullo.
I like how neither of us picked a Marvel artist.
Well, I know that they can do it on time.
Yeah.
Because
by the way, like
who did Secret Wars? What was his name?
Shit, it was Ivan Rice drawing. That'd be cool too. Shit, who drew Secret Wars? It was
Someone's gonna have this answer.
They
in
will
the chat before I get a chance to even look it up.
Assad Ribic, thank you.
That's it.
Bagley.
But he took too long.
He did. He took too long.
It's gorgeous.
He needed more time.
Yeah.
And I think that we're looking for like a summer blockbuster. We're looking for like schlock and like just
So I'm sorry. What do we decide? Bob Ross. You're gonna need a Ouija board.
I love the David Marquez suggestion. Obviously,
who did we decide for the writer though?
I think
who won?
I don't remember who won. Let me take a look. Let me just do a quick count here. Here, you count the Wades and I'll count the Lemires.
Oh, come on. I can't do that.
Just count them really quick.
I can't. I'm just...
They're not here yet.
Oh.
Here we go.
Right now I'm seeing way more Lemires.
Yeah. Lemire won. Sorry, gang.
Say Jeff Johns.
Sorry, Wade fans. I love Wade too. He wrote Kingdom Come. He wrote some great stuff. But
I agree. So it's a Jeff Johns, Jeff Lemire.
Yeah, it's Battle of the Jeffs.
Yes, for writing.
Yep.
Okay.
And the question is whether it's going to be okay. So I love Ivan Rice. The question is, can he get can he do the time? Can he make it work? And I really want him to. Also, Francis Manipul's amazing. Oh man. Right?
Yeah, I know.
All right, let me take a look here. All right, I'm gonna pull up a couple things, and I'm gonna share them with the video. Okay, so don't forget that these things are happening. All right, here. Let's see, Ivan Rice, Jim Lee, Justice League. Okay, we got that. Who else were we thinking?
I said
Capullo. Okay. Liefeld. Nice try. Ethan Van Sciver's cool. Quapel's cool. He needed time too. Francis Manipul. That's the other one that I liked.
He's good. He's very good.
Let's see here. That is not Capullo. Okay.
What I like about Capullo is he can compose a scene with a lot going on in it.
That's true. But I will say, I was not thrilled with Capullo's Justice League in the Batman
What
book.
about Mike Del Mundo?
Oh, Mike Del Mundo. He wouldn't, there's no time. He would need the time.
Fine!
Again, I gotta say, it's hilarious that I'm only picking DC writers, or artists. Rice can too, Gary Frank. Who, Gary Frank? Alright, I'll look him up. Oh, Gary Frank. Okay. Manipul, Lemire's an artist too. John Byrne. Oh, yeah, we could go back in time and ask him to do it.
What about David Finch?
I don't want to see that. I love David Finch for certain things. Okay. I don't know if I want to see that.
All right, that's fair. What about Todd McFarlane?
I think those days are over.
I think you're right.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna pull up. This is Greg Capullo. This is Greg Capullo's pitch.
Well, that's what you went with?
This is a team. This is a bunch of characters all at once.
Yeah, but that's a static splash image. I'm talking about panels.
Yeah, that's true. Listen, this is the best his Justice League's ever looked.
I'm talking...
Ooh, Jason Fabok.
I'm talking more like this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sure, if you're gonna show that.
Yeah, that is what I'm gonna show. That was what I was thinking when I put Capullo out.
All right.
Also, he's doing Reborn right now.
Yeah, that's true. All right, here.
Jerk.
Sorry. Okay, now I'm gonna pull up. Let's pull up Manipul. You know what? I think I'm going to pick Manipul to do the covers.
They're gorgeous.
Because they're just so beautiful. So Francis Manipul will do the covers. Yeah, who drew the cover to the Rebirth special? I think that was Gary Frank. Here is... Oops. That took up the whole page.
Yeah, wow.
I believe this was Ivan Rice.
Oh, you also wanted Jim Lee.
Yeah, I got Jim Lee too.
Okay.
But like, this is Ivan Rice's work, which is pretty freaking cool. And then, of course, we've got Jim Lee, which is like, I don't think he could do it in time. I want these. Like, I want to see Jim Lee draw the X-Men and like draw the Avengers, Justice League, and all that. But I don't think he'd do it in time.
Okay.
I mean, everybody loves Jim Lee.
Did you look at McNiven?
Steve McNiven's good. I think, yeah, that's true. All right, you know what? Got to give him a fair shake. I'm going to pull it up. Of course, we're all very familiar with it because of Civil War. In fact, the cover of this very episode is a McNiven image. Liefeld on feet duty. That's amazing. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I've got an idea.
You said you're pulling who for covers?
Fabic.
Okay. No, it wasn't Fabic, was it?
Oh no, was it? It was Manipul.
Yeah. Can I also throw Jay Lee in there for some?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Here is crap. Who was this one?
And this artist.
There's Jim Lee. Who was this artist again, guys? It was one of the ones we chose. Oh, John Cassidy. That'd be awesome. Oh, as far as colorist goes, it's Justin Ponzer. Justin Ponzer has to color the book. I don't care who it is. Thank you. It was Jason Fabic who did the black and white image.
What about Deodato Jr.?
No.
Okay.
He did Original Sin, and Deodato Jr. is really cool, and sometimes he's not. Like,
fair enough.
The other artists that we've picked, that we've talked about, are like unbelievable.
What about Stuart Immonen?
He did Fear Itself, and he's really great. But I don't think he's epic enough.
Okay.
Like, I think if you want to go epic, you gotta go with one of the DC artists. No Brian Hitch. I'm vetoing Brian Hitch. I'm sorry, everybody. Lionel Yu did Secret Invasion. I gotta tell you, it was like, I think if you're gonna bring in the DC and the Marvel all together again, and you're gonna want to highlight like all the best parts of Rebirth and Marvel Now 2.0, you gotta go huge. You gotta go like event level. I mean, like, McNiven did the event. Yes, he did. Yeah.
All right, what are we thinking here? We got to pick.
Yeah, we got to pick one. All right. Yeah, we got to move on. We actually we're at the hour mark. You know, we're gonna have to do either a part 2 or just wrap it up.
Oh my gosh, well, who cares about the story anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true. You know what? Well, we can work on that. You know what I'll do? We'll come up with a couple of ideas, and then I'll throw them onto a poll.
Oh.
And then they can continue it. And I'll put the poll in the description box below this video, and they can vote on it there, and they can vote on it in the Twitterverse and on Facebook and, you know, everywhere else we're available, on the subreddit.
On all these things.
Somebody suggested a good one. Let me see what happened. They reminded me of something. Ah, well. Oh yeah, Mike Del Mundo.
I said that.
I know, you were right.
Oh.
Like, I think that they would do covers great. If we could get Manipul to do the interiors and Mike Del Mundo to do the covers, then we have our blend of Marvel and DC. We got the Marvel cover artist and the DC god of art.
No, we all agree Alex Ross is amazing. He takes forever.
Not only that, but like we thanks to Amazing Spider-Man, the market is saturated with Alex Ross art, and it's no longer special. So I think Mike Del Mundo covers and Francis Manipul art.
Okay.
I'm going with that one. I'm sorry, everybody. I gotta. Who did the first run of Secret Warriors? I think that was Jim Chung. Joe Madura. That'd be cool. It would look cool. I think Joe Mad would have to do the Flash Ghost Rider book. But yeah. So there we go. So we got the writer team.
Sorry, what was the artist team? What did we finally decide on, everybody?
Del Mundo on covers and Francis Manipul on interiors. Right? That's who it was. This guy.
For covers or for
all interiors?
Oh.
Because hang on. Let me pull up an image from Trinity.
As long as he can do action-packed and awesome. So as long as he can do action-packed and awesome.
Yeah. Let me pull up an image that I think we're all gonna really enjoy. I think we're all really gonna enjoy this. Who was doing the writing for Vision? That was Tom King. That's not big enough. Too much dead air. Sorry, everybody. I'm just looking for art.
See, now, I still... And, like, I know it doesn't matter at this point, but, like, Eminem did Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
It's great. You prefer Eminem?
I just think he's good.
I agree.
I think he's as epic as... I'm not saying you have to go with it.
No, I know.
I'm just saying all of these artists are great options.
Yeah.
They all have their strengths and their weaknesses. And luckily, we'll have all these tie-ins that people have to draw.
That's the thing, is that you're going to have a million tie-ins. They're all going to be really, really great looking. Oh, yeah, that's right. Manipul did the Dark Side War, like, fill-ins for Ivan Rice.
Oh. Those don't look great.
That's a different page.
Oh. I'm just saying. Those don't look great.
Here's something that I'm thinking of. Paul Dini for the Batman tie-in, hell yeah.
Just go with Jim Lee. Everybody loves Jim Lee.
Yeah.
He's drawn both sides.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, like, people want to see that again. Here's what I'm thinking of. Manifolded the covers for the tie-ins of Dark Side War, yeah. Quapel's good, I like him, but, like, the other thing is I'm trying to do something where we've never seen it before. Like, we've seen Quapel do an event, we've seen Eminem do an event, we've seen McNiven do an event.
Have we seen Jim Lee do an event?
No. We've seen Jim Lee do All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder. That's the thing, he's too slow, he takes a while, like, and I don't want it to suffer. That's why I didn't put a Kubert on the list, because I've seen Kubert events.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It all falls apart at the artist.
Yeah, it really does. I gotta tell you, like, I do love Ivan Rice's work.
He's good.
Jim Lee's great too, though.
What's the chat say?
Sarah Pacelli.
She's amazing.
She is amazing. Didn't think about Sarah Pacelli.
She's really...
This is fake. We can have Lee. All right, here's the thing.
That is true.
Should we just pick Lee, or should we keep going? Let us know in the chat, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we're gonna have to work on the story, and then we'll get to the title. But I think this is a good time to, after we've decided on who's drawing the event, we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back next week, and we'll do it again.
Nice. Oh, we'll each come up with pitches.
Yeah. Keep going, Lee. All right, Jim Lee's the artist. Boom, the end.
Right.
All right. Jim Lee's drawing it.
A Jeff Johns and Jeff Lemire written Jim Lee drawn event.
Yes, Marvel DC event.
Awesome.
This sounds like it'll be $12 an issue.
I would pay it.
I would pay it.
I would gladly
That's the thing.
Pay it.
If they take the pitch and it's like, oh, and by the way, you got to charge like $12 for an issue, people will be like, okay.
Yeah. Right?
They'd be like, you know. What about letters and inks?
I would let, you know what, this is a point where I would, for inks, I would let Lee pick the inker.
Yeah.
I would let him know, like, he must know the inkers that work with him best.
Yes. Although I will say, crap.
Because we can't have him do it. He won't have time.
No. But I gotta say, I would rather have. Okay, Scott Williams is like the Jim Lee inker, so that's a fair suggestion. Alex Sinclair is a great inker as well. But Justin Ponser's got to color it because Justin Ponser's a fantastic colorist.
Okay.
But yeah. What about pencils? Yeah, it's Jim Lee.
Jim Lee's on pencils.
Yeah. Ooh, Ryan Otley. Let me look him up. Yeah, that's pretty great. Ryan Otley did Lynn Varley on colors. Good call, Tristan. Good joke. Good joke. But yeah. So anyway, we're just gonna go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daredevil versus Two-Face. Am I late? Yeah, and obviously we'd have to have Scotty Young and Helen Chung do variant covers as well. That'd be great. I think Dustin. I think it would be Scotty Young and Dustin Nguyen.
Yeah.
Doing the other guys' variants.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. And Jock. Jock can do the Batman book. Because look at that cool armor and stuff. But yeah.
Jock should do the Flash Ghost Rider book.
Because
you're like, what?
Jock should do the Doctor Strange
Hellblazer book.
Yeah. That one can be written by Scott Snyder.
Sure.
But yeah.
I assumed it was just written by Jason Aaron, but fine.
Yeah. Don't you want to know what
I do.
What Snyder would do with the Doctor Strange book? Especially a two-parter and that's it.
Ah.
But yeah, so as we lose people from the chat, I guess we'll wrap up and we will continue this conversation in the future.
That's right.
We'll do the part 2 will be next week. So guys,
but don't worry, guys. I have a Google Doc of this.
Yeah, so we have it all set up.
I saved it all.
Mm-hmm. But keep the conversation going and feel free to send your submissions, ideas for pitches and for like the story, because we're gonna work on like the main story. That'll be probably the big focus of the next episode. Will be like, what's the story of this Marvel DC event that involves 24 crossover tie-ins and a whole bunch of other stuff. And yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the story and the name for that one, and then we'll do the whole, and then we'll get it all put together.
Yeah.
And then it will vanish because it doesn't matter.
And then we'll pitch it.
And then we'll pitch it. And then I'll take it to my connections out there and be like, what do you say? And then they'll say, how did you get this number? And I'll be like, never mind.
And then they'll laugh at us.
Will you get to see the Google Doc? Yeah. Right? We can do that.
Yeah.
We can figure that out. I'll work it out. But keep an eye out on Twitter, Facebook, and the subreddit for information about this episode. And of course, if you're listening to this episode on the podcast, visit reddit.com/r/comicpop or twitter.com/salsayswhat for all information about this in the meantime. So we will see you guys in the next episode when we continue this big mega event, which we haven't named yet, but I'm looking forward to working out. It's going to be crazy. So yeah, we're not going to do that Universe Brothers thing. Don't worry. That's not what we're doing. So, yeah. And if you guys like this episode, maybe we'll do another pitch session in the future where we come up with ideas together. Because it's been a lot of fun. This is an idea that I was like, we should do this. I guarantee you the population would not let us down, and indeed you didn't. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hey, stay tuned tonight in the next couple of hours for the newest episode of Back Issues, which will be on, for my money, one of the greatest Superman stories of all time, For the Man Who Was Everything. This is the first Alan Moore episode of Back Issues we've ever done. Can't believe it took 141 episodes to get there.
That's amazing.
So keep an eye out, and of course share with your friends, tell everybody, and stuff like that.
I was so jealous that you guys got to do that, and I wasn't on it. But then I was like, to be fair, I saw that Justice League episode.
Yeah, you know what happened.
I know that story inside and out. So
and
I love that story.
D. Mateus did an amazing adaptation and basically kept most of the dialogue. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yes.
Thank you, Tiffany, for joining me. You were invaluable. I was just going to do this by myself and just spitball with you guys, but Tiffany's like, you can't do it without...
I knew he could do it. I just knew it was better for you to have someone to talk to.
And it really was a good idea. So
not that he can't talk to you guys, but there's that lag, so I was like, I will be happy to be there to fill in the lag.
That's right. And, of course, by the way, if you are looking forward to that episode, don't worry, Sal and Moore does make an appearance. So,
yes.
Guys, thank you so much, and we will see you guys next week with another episode of Elseworlds Exchange. But don't fret, because we'll see you tonight with another episode of Back Issues, we'll see you Friday with another episode of something, and then Monday with another episode, while we recuperate from our Turkey Day.
That's right.
So, guys, thank you so much for all your help, and we'll see you guys online. Keep the conversation going there.
That's right, and anybody who's in the U.S., I hope you have a very good Thanksgiving.
That's
and for those of you who aren't,
Happy Thanksgiving anyway.
Yeah.
It means a lot, you know what I mean? Like, it's just about family and Thanksgiving.
And eating a lot.
And eating as much as you possibly can. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah. Let's all go eat.
That's a good idea. Let's eat in preparation for all the eating we will do.
I try not to.
Yeah.
You're really not supposed to do that.
No, I know.
I get to that point where I'm like, I know what's coming.
Yeah.
Oof.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah.